conditions have been ideal for batting. When you see that West Indies score, they're 186 all out. They didn't even bat through their allotted 49 overs. You'd reckon, well, some assistance there for the bowlers, but nothing of the sort. Several rather slack dismissals. Carl Hooper standing out with a really magnificent innings. That's very well bowled. It's a no ball, however.
Well, left standing in the crease. I think he was surprised by the pace at which the ball came back at him. Would have been in trouble if it hadn't been a no ball. Not much of a no ball, but still overstepping the mark for Cameron Cuffy. He's a big fella. That big last try. Ball may well have gone over the top of the stump, but it would have certainly caused Virendra Sehwag to miss a heartbeat.
Cuffy has troubled him a bit. Beat him twice outside the off stump. Now bringing one back. Yeah, but for that shoulder injury which Sunil was just mentioning, he would have been on the test tour and more probably than not would have played in the test team. Really such an exciting prospect, and of course he does bowl off spin. He could well have been in that test team and allowed the Indians a few more options with their bowling.
The irony is that he would have played in place of VVS Lakshman. Lakshman was dropped for the test matches in favor of Virendra Sehwag against Zimbabwe. So Lakshman may well have been dropped over here as well if Sehwag had been fit. Certainly for the first couple of test matches, Sehwag would have been preferred.
Banged away. It's a bad delivery from Cuffy and really punished.
Well, it needs just a little bit of width. He's such a quick picker of the length and the line. Look at that. And banging it between cover and backward point. Very quick to move on to the back foot within the Sehwag. Just a little bit of width. Cameron Cuffy bowling well and then losing it just a little bit in the off the fifth ball, and he's very upset.
Inside edge, but he gets a single for it to end off the over. And after 10, it's 41 without loss. One-day internationals.
Cameron Cuffy brought back on. And Carl Hooper, of course, needs to get a couple more wickets. Well, more than that. And quite rightly, he's turned to one of his strike bowlers for this match, certainly. 5 for 20 so far.
Had a good test series, Cameron Cuffy. 17 wickets. Average in the region of 23. Good average. Most economical bowlers of the current players. Now he's not in there. There he is. When I say he's not in there among those who have played over 50 matches. But he's had a top return to the game in Australia when he was called back into the West Indies team. That was in Australia for the three-way series with Zimbabwe last year, and since then there's his economy rate, runs per over, under 4. And there's some people who may quibble over that and say, well, he hasn't had as many matches as let's say Sean Pollock. Wasim Akram is right up there. coming towards the end of his career, reckons he'll retire after the World Cup next year. But Cuffy has been an outstanding performance since his return to the side. He's had a very good economy rate too. In the recent Test series, bowled at 1.92 runs per over for his 17. So that ends the over. A single to Tendulkar, 111 for 2 after 29. At the opposite end. Wide.
Well, the big contention here for Cameron Cuffy, did that stay within the lines that are used as a guide for the umpire? Cuffy was certainly surprised in that first sighting. I thought it might have been just inside. It's already past the batsman on that occasion there. Oh, borderline. As a bowler, I think it was a bit harsh.
As a bowler, he shouldn't put it there. Now they've hurried for one. Think of a second, not there. Almost an overthrow, just too strong. Ryan Hines brings Mongia back into the strike. As we've seen so far, a very graceful left-hander, even though he's given a few chances. Got a 300 in the Ranji Trophy domestic competition back in India in the 2000-2001 season. A record score by any batsman representing the Punjab. Also got 2 double hundreds as well in that season. We get to play Test cricket. One would think it wouldn't be too long. Right over the top. Goes all the way for 4 to bring up his half century. And that's a fine innings by Mongia, the left-hander. 50 from 73 deliveries. That's his 7th 4.
It's probably the sweetest of all the boundaries he's hit as well. Just straight through the line, quite easily.
And there's no slip there. It goes down towards third man who can't get it. So another 4 for Mongia. Foot on the accelerator now.
Wasn't where he intended to hit this. He was aiming a little bit square up. Just got onto him a little quicker. Probably bounced a bit more than he expected as well. And this is the boundary that went before that one.
Now he sends another wide. So the second in the over.
This one definitely a wide into that red area. That definitely stops the batsman from playing a proper shot at that. It's very tight, the margin of error in the one-day game.
It's a long run for the West Indies for the remainder of the season. Had a week off, both teams, because of the washout of the 2 matches in Jamaica. But 2 more in Trinidad and Tobago at the Queen's Park Oval on Saturday and Sunday. Looking for the second and coming for him. And the West Indies go straight into 5 one-day internationals against the New Zealanders.
the same as at tee. Tee 16 for 3. It's a very good shot. Ian Allen is pacey, but perhaps not quite as quick as the others, Ambrose, Marshall and Walsh. Richards, 4th wicket down, Ramprakash goes, and Ian Allen has his first wicket in Test cricket. So far, Ambrose and Marshall, to that point, the ones who've taken the wickets. Now Ian Allen has joined them. Ramprakash out for 24, well caught by Richards, low down, nicely judged. He just carried, and Allen has struck. And Robin Smith is the new batsman. No better way to get off the mark. That kept low. Smith did well to get as much of the bat on it as he did. He's got 4 runs also. Nice stroke from Jack Russell. England need all these runs. The follow-on mark where they can avoid it is 220. Ian Allen comes on, took his first wicket in Test cricket yesterday. This is his 11th over. Always a bit of a problem for the bowler coming right arm over the wicket, bowling to a left-hander. He must pitch it in line with the stumps.
Yeah, he's bowling it from wideish of the crease, but I would say that pitched on and went back into him, and that was a good shout. Well, that's a glorious shot there, and not often that Jack Russell hits it so straight. He usually plays it very square, but that's going through extra cover. Desmond Haynes doing the chasing again.
There's Smith again. It's a shot he waits for. It's as much a square drive as a square cut.
Well, you can just sense the confidence growing in Robin Smith. He's looking all the time for this shot. As I said earlier, he's missed one or two. Has had his 14 overs have been bowled from the nursery end. And I think Vivian Richards trying something because they're not getting the breakthrough. This is not what he expects. He's going to try anything different.
Well, that's different. A real good pull shot out of the middle. And there's nobody in world cricket hits that particular shot harder than Robin Smith. To Robin Smith. No ball called, but irrespective of the call, Smith was already into the shot. His favourite.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered whether it was a no ball or not.
Oh, that may be out. Now that is surprising because Logie was not really coming forward as he usually is. It was in the air a long while. And Logie will be very disappointed.
Well, this ball from Ian Allen surprised Pringle. Just a little bit quicker. It was on to him a bit faster and bouncier. And it was up in the air an enormous length of time. Watch the ball from just a bit quicker. It's up there, it's up there. Logie's on his heels. He's not coming in. And he's just too late.
Ian Allen now comes back from the nursery end. 232 for 6. Pringle is 16. And Robin Smith 87. They've realised a 50 partnership. Allen to Pringle. It was aimed from mid-off, but it's 4 runs anyway. That's a good shot by Derek Pringle. First one, he's really gone through the line. Played straight down the ground for 4 runs.
Derek Pringle's confidence starting to grow now, playing his shot.
This is Ian Allen. Well, Simmons might get it. Does. And Allen has claimed another wicket. It was a good effort from Phil Simmons there. Had ground to make. And that was the breakthrough West Indies needed so badly.
Banged in short, halfway down, well wide. Really, that was the problem. It'd have been far better trying to square cut that delivery, but trying to pull it, didn't get far enough across. Straightforward catch to mid-on.
He is in good touch this morning.
Well, I would say that Gooch has just about got his timing absolutely perfect now. No real thumping away of that, just really a turn of the bat. He does use a big heavy bat, but that was beautifully timed. That sped away to the boundary from just a little nudge away, and the one previous hour through the covers. Marvellous timing.
And that was a beautiful shot. That'll be 50. And in addition to 14 hundreds for England, that's the 38th time that Graham Gooch has got to 50. Acknowledgement to the big crowd. That's just one little milestone, one feels, in the sort of innings that he's got in mind. There's the England balcony. Just look at that.
Well, this is a shot of a man in good touch, confident, almost dismissive of the short ball by Ian Allen.
This is where, if he's allowed to, he plays extremely well.
Caught him, brilliantly caught, wonderful catch by Gus Logie at square leg. And it was just a modest prod from Russell, no great ambition in that stroke. But my word, Logie moved quickly and picked the ball out of a very busy background. So Russell goes, and England have lost their 6th wicket. Well, here comes Derek Pringle. West Indies still keep their 3 slips in the gully for Derek Pringle, who's yet to score. It's in the air, he's caught him. Flipped it straight to him, a rather careless stroke, but neatly taken at mid-wicket by Ian Allen. And the 7th wicket goes down for 217. In the air towards square leg, and it's Clayton Lambert, the substitute fielder, who's picked up the catch quite brilliantly at square leg, and England lose their 7th wicket. So in comes Philip de Freitas. De Freitas off the mark, steering the ball down to the gully area.
50 for England in this 9-wicket partnership. It's added 24 runs, 25. And salvaging something out of what has been a disappointing day.
Stewart's got after that, smashed away through point. That's the day's first boundary. And this time it's Knight that peppers the offside boundary around the point region. Boundary apiece, England 11 for no wicket. Great effort.
He's pretty athletic, Raul Lewis, has safe hands, and if he couldn't have taken it, not too many would have gotten there in the first place. That was a brilliant attempt, just failing to get there.
Knight hasn't got hold of that. This outfield is quite quick. And quick enough to take that to the fence. Bit of a cooling breeze off the Caribbean, but it's still mighty hot work. Knight down the track. He wants the third.
Action in the first over. Nixon McLean is bowling to Nick Knight.
Come back into Nick Knight.
Pretty good shout from Nixon McLean. Ball seemingly coming back in. I'm not too sure why that wasn't given out, to be honest. Being hit in line and then pushing outside off stump.
And he's gone. Shot in the air again. Proves Stewart's downfall. That's good thinking by the West Indies. They've got the early breakthrough. Alex Stewart has gone, and England are 1 down for 7.
Caught again in pretty much the same spot. Same shot, but slightly different in length with those two deliveries that he got out with. But that is what the West Indies wanted, an early breakthrough, and especially that man. It's 7 for 1.
Ben Holyoke in at number 3. What's his approach going to be today? Ball's hurried on to Ben Holyoke. There's a misfield and good running. As soon as Holyoke saw the fumble, he was back for the second run. Great start to this young man's one-day international career. Big shout and gone. What a great over from Nixon McLean. Disappointment for Ben Holyoke. He troops off, head down. West Indies are alight here. England 9 for 2.
An excellent delivery again. We saw him getting the ball to come into the left-hander. This one going away from the right-hander. Beautifully bowled. Excellent line, good length. And he knows it. He doesn't even have to look behind him. Nixon McLean, that's his second wicket. England now 9 for 2.
Graham Hick in as early as the 3rd over. And England already 2 wickets down. straight through Hick. Very fine bowling. The crowd are really leaping around here in St Vincent, celebrating 2 wickets for Nixon McLean.
Although Hick didn't get it, he'll earn 4. And yet again, an example of the confidence he's shown this morning that hasn't been there in the previous games. It's even better. That is classic Graham Hick. It's a supreme straight drive.
And, that really is a high-quality shot.
He has a marvellous natural talent for the game, and when he was at his best he seemed to be able to turn it on at will. Over the last couple of years it's been a tap that hasn't been turned on and off quite so easily. Oh, he's gone this time. Conversation about Graham Hick can end for the day. Great disappointment for him and for England.
It's a good reply from Nixon McLean. Has been played with ease in this over by Graham Hick, but that is quite an impressive delivery. Nips back. Graham Hick has gone for 22. England now all over the place on 33 for 4.
Jack Russell is the new batsman for England. It's a surprise selection to see him brought into the middle order instead of Mark Ramprakash. 3 for 20 already, and he's bowled a magic delivery first up to Jack Russell.
More work out there for Carl Tuckett, but they come back easily for the second run in the end of McLean's spell. 10 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 44. England 73 for 4 after 19 overs.